checking the pins and bushings on the quick attach now. What we're going to do is Pete's going to lower the bucket against the ground and then he's going to pull it up. We're looking for any loose pins are going to be, we're going to see the motion when it goes from pulling to pushing. We'll look for that motion and that'll tell us how much wear is in the linkages. Slow, just up, down against and up off of the ground. And again. Okay. Somebody's been in there and recently repaired that. There is a tiny little bit of slop, like right here you saw it move, but a tiny little bit is okay. Here you can see how bad it was when it was shot. This part was actually hitting this part, so when you see huge movements like that, you got real issues, but that's been repaired and the quick attack is fastened to the frame with, there's not a lot of wear in those mounting points. Now the bucket is pretty much shot. You see how loose the bucket is on the quick attach, but that's kind of a separate issue. We're looking at the machine, not the bucket. We're going to do the same thing on the entire lift arms now. So what we see here, this machine, just to give you a baseline, this machine has got 5,000 hours. It was a one-owner machine. You see, before we power washed it, huge blobs of grease, which shows he was over-greasing it, which is better than not greasing it. You see a little bit of wear in every one of these points. That adds up to a whole lot of wear where the entire boom assembly is rubbing against the frame. It doesn't hurt anything, but if you're trying to hold a tight grade with it, it makes it almost impossible. The worst wear that we're actually going to go ahead and fix is the bushing inside the lift cylinder here. Had a significant amount of movement, and all the others aren't really a problem unless you have to hold a very tight grade. You'd have to go through and replace all the pins and maybe the bushings in the other joints. While we're right here, I notice a little bit of oil right here. You see oil running down there. That's needing repairs. It just needs a lift cylinder seal kit. It's not an expensive repair. It's just a little bit of labor, and we can do that while we're in there doing the pin and bushing. Another thing to check is all the hoses. Right up. Look at that. I just hurt myself because this hose has been rubbing somewhere, and it's got exposed wire braids that are slightly torn, so that hose is compromised and should be replaced. So if you check all the hoses on the entire machine, that's a tall order, but if you really want to know the entire condition, you want to check that out.